Yo, what's poppin'? I just got done with work, and as you can see, I'm out here in the woods. Now, you know I've been doing a lot of bass fishing recently, mostly with the Ned rig, but today it's kind of windy out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna change things up a little bit. So here we are. At the trout stream, baby, that's right. Haven't really chased trout a whole lot since the spring, but as you'll recall, I got really into trout fishing last year. And honestly, it's about ready to start getting cold again soon, so I'm thinking I'll probably get back into trout, who knows? Anyways, as we all know, the sun goes down stupid early this time of year, so I should probably get right to it. I've got about an hour and a half to fish. You might be wondering what I'm gonna start with. Well, I've got this little 1/16 ounce mule jig on there, and I just picked up some 3-inch Gulp Minnows from Discount Tackle the other day. Back in the spring, man, I discovered that I really like those Gulp Minnows, but I was using the 4-inch model, and I kept getting short strikes, and I was missing fish, and I didn't really know what to do. So now that I got the 3-inch ones, I'm super optimistic. If they don't work though, I've got a couple spinners with me. Regardless, let's get right to it. Let's go. You already know I gotta keep them in a little Ziploc bag because they stank, boys. Time to figure out if these puppies work as well as they're supposed to. Y'all already know I love the 1-inch ones. I use those for panfish a lot. I'm thinking these 3-inch ones are gonna be juicy. Ugh, I can just feel it. I can just feel that stench on my fingers. This is basically like a trout Ned rig right here, man. 1/16 ounce mule jig, 3-inch bait. I'd consider this a Ned rig. This is the old hashtag stinky Ned rig. Look at that though. Look at that juiciness. I mean, hey, dude, that looks like a minnow to me. Oh, dude, you know what I've missed? I've missed my muck boots, and I missed tromping through mud. Tromping through mud is just such a fun thing to do. You can't do it in your everyday kicks, but these muck boots, man, big fan, big fan. Oh yeah, that's sloppy sloshy, baby. Oh man, that's a nice trout. I think I actually saw 2 trout. It didn't look like he was like super interested in biting it, but he was definitely tailing it. Yeah, he's still in there. Well, they never bit at it, but I saw a couple swirl around it. Man, I forgot how exciting that is. That's super cool. The good news is this pool, I definitely had interactions with like 2 or 3 trout. The bad news is they didn't ever come back for it, but they did at least investigate it. So I'll take that as a good thing. Oh, one just caught. Oh, there he, oh, I missed him. Dadgummit, he clobbered it. That was a pretty small fish. He was only about that long. It's hard to be stealthy when leaves crunch with every single step. We've had an actual bite, which I missed. It's all good. Small fish, not that worried about it. And we've had encounters with like 3 or 4 trout already. Feeling gravy, boys. My first catch of the day is a classic catch every single fall. I catch thousands of these. It's called a leaf. Ooh, this is a trophy one right here. Biggest leaf I've caught all year. Feel all right, baby. Honestly, if I catch a fish as big as this leaf, I'll be pleased. There's a deer literally right there staring at me. There's 2. We got a little 4-pointer, maybe, might be a 6-pointer, and then a little doe. Oh, there's, ooh. There's a 6-point buck. He's actually a big old animal. Dadgum, that's a pretty deer. This is absolutely what I've missed about trout fishing. All right, the doe took off. That buck's like, I ain't scared of you, bud. Comment below if you think I should try to go shed hunting in my trout stream areas. I don't know what I'm doing that much, but I'm pretty darn good at wandering around in the woods. This is a sketchy cast, but I feel like it's such a good looking spot. Oh, of course. Hey, all right, I got it back. This was a small win, but it meant a lot to me right now. Haven't caught a daggum fish yet. Oh, there he is. Yes. Man, he freaking hammered it. Oh gosh, okay, I'm not gonna use my net. Gotta wet the hand. You know what? Might not be a very big fish, but it's the first fish of the day, and look at how he ate that. Well, he took my minnow. Oh, there's my minnow. It's underwater. I'm gonna grab that. Dadgum, he freaking got that jig. First brown trout in a while. Loving it. There's wild turkeys up here. Man, I'm seeing deer, I'm seeing turkeys. I just caught a trout. Today's good. Today's real good. Okay, got my minnow back too. The one thing about these Gulp Minnows, they're extremely soft. So I'm just gonna have to kind of rig it sideways now, which is, I really don't think is gonna make a huge impact. Looks a little different, but it'll honestly probably have the exact same action. It'll be fine. Definitely running low on time. I think directly after a rain, the stream is gonna fire up. Water's clear, it's low, and then there's leaves everywhere. So it just makes for tough conditions. It's hard to stay like a ninja, which is so critical. Oh, something bit it, dadgummit. Oh, there he's got it. Yes. Okay. It's a much better fish right there. I'm trying to be quiet because there's people back there and I'm not trying to give away all my fishing spots to random strangers. Oh man, I'm just pumped right now though. Popped him right in the jaw. Great hook set. Look at that, much nicer fish. Gorgeous too. Let's go. Man, I tell you what, it feels great to catch that second trout. I was kind of getting discouraged. These conditions are tough, man. We got clear water, we got low water, and we got leaves everywhere. So every little tiny footstep with my size 13 muck boot creates a sound like and the trout are just like, bro, I can hear you coming from a mile away. I'm trying to stay like a ninja out here, but I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm like the farthest thing from a ninja. I'm a loudmouth 6'6" son of a gun with big feet. It's pretty hard to be a ninja with those kinds of characteristics. Regardless, I've got maybe like 10 minutes left to fish, so I'm gonna get after it. I'm actually gonna go ahead and rig up one of these little Kitech swim baits. The only reason is because I don't really wanna bust into any more of my Berkeley Gulp knowing that I've only got 10 more minutes. These things actually have a little bit of scent. They don't smell near as bad as Berkeley Gulp, but they do have a little scent. This thing's pretty small. I don't know, looks pretty good actually. Oh, 1 pounded it. One more pool to fish, and that's it. Come on, buzzer beater trout, let's go, come on.
Oh my Lord! Dude, did you guys see that? He completely missed it. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that was the craziest freaking bite.
No.
Of course I'm snagged. Of course I'm freaking snagged. I'm snagged right where he bit. This is the frustrations of trout fishing, man. That looked like a big swirl, man. That had to have been a big fish. Don't you guys think? I think so. Well, that fish is definitely gone. I'm standing exactly where that fish was. I mean, who knows? It might have been a 6-inch trout that just looked a lot bigger than he actually is. These brown trout, man, they have such a tendency to just kind of headbutt things, swirl on them, go nuts after them, but they don't really always have a tendency of eating. And it's a super interesting dynamic because bass, they've got such a big mouth that that's rarely the problem. You know, bluegill is kind of similar, I guess. Sometimes they'll bite the tail of stuff, but trout, man, it's just a different level of frustrating. You really got to work for the bites you get, and then you get one and half the time you don't connect. If you'll notice, I just twitch and reel. I've just found that these trout seem to respond better to something that has a little bit of back and forth and a little bit of like that fluke. Oh, look at that. There we go. How many casts did I make in this pool, dude? No. Well, he got off because I didn't have my net handy. My net's like 20 feet behind me. He got off. Oh well, I'm not that worried about it. Got the action, man. These trout kind of like that like fluke side to side motion. That's why I like to pop it a lot, because what happens, it kind of darts back and forth a little bit and they just smash it. Too bad I didn't catch him, but you know, I saw him. He was a 12-inch brown trout. Beautiful fish. Glad I caught the 2 I did. I'm not gonna complain. Great time out here, man. Great time. All right, y'all, I tell you what, the sun has went down. It's getting dark quick, so I gotta hightail it back to my car. That all being said, man, I had a blast today. I saw a bunch of deer. I saw some turkeys. I caught some fish, man. I got some fresh air. That's what it's all about. It's not always about just catching a pile of fish. It's about the adventure. It's about getting some fresh air. It's about learning new things on the water. Today, I definitely learned some new things. That little Berkeley Gulp, that 3-inch one on the 1/16 ounce jig, man, that's like the trout fishing Ned rig right there. And I have super high hopes for it in the future. I think once we get a little bit of rain here and it brings this water level up, stains it up a little bit, I think I'm gonna catch a lot more fish. But today, pretty tough conditions, as I said numerous times. Regardless, I really need to start walking back to my car because it's getting pretty darn dark and I'm not trying to get lost in the woods. Okie dokie, that's a wrap. We'll catch you next time.